are new and don't know Zoom, a lot of you, it just says your name. If you would like for us to see you, we love seeing everyone. On the bottom left-hand corner, there's a video button, and you can push that button, and then we will see your picture like you're seeing ours. There we go. You don't have to. I know some of you are at work, but we love to see people. Hey, Kate. So Kate just went Senior Ruby last month, so she's pushing for Emerald by July.
Awesome.
Yes, so hopefully so. She lives in California. Okay, all right. So thank you all for hopping on. My name is Beth Anderson, and Alicia McKee is with us. Alicia has been one of my friends for a long time, and she is a Diamond Ambassador as well. She was my second ambassador to sign up with Plexus. So what we like to start off by doing is just telling our stories and how we got started with Plexus and how Plexus has changed our life. And then we'll go into some training. So like I said, my name is Beth Anderson, and I just celebrated my 4-year anniversary with Plexus. I started in March of 2013 as a huge skeptic. Like, I did not want anything to do with this business. But my friend Celeste Glenn, who I was doing life with, decided to start her business. And so she literally called me up on the phone. This is a huge statement that I want y'all to listen to. She called me on the phone and asked me to do this with her. If she would not have called me and asked me to join her, I probably still would not be an ambassador, or even maybe taking the pink drink. She called and said, let's do this together. Let's have fun, whatever. And I was like, I don't think so, but okay, well, I'll sign up to get a discount on the products. In my mind, I knew the products worked for my friends because I'd watched several of them take them for months, but I didn't think they were going to work for me. So I was a huge skeptic of the products too. And really with all my intentions was, okay, I'll try it for a month and then I'm going to turn this whole thing off and be done with it. But God had other plans. And even though I told Celeste I wasn't going to work this business and I wasn't going to post on Facebook, I did start sharing. And the first person I shared with was my brother. And so he joined my team pretty quickly just because he trusted me. And so he was at my house and I was telling them, and I started telling my friends, and I did start posting on Facebook. Guys, I did not have results. I didn't know that the products were going to work for me, but I started sharing. And that's another point to note, is that even though I didn't have my story, I started sharing. I started getting my friends to join me. Because if I would have waited, I would not have the team that I have now. Some of my team members would have joined with somebody else because they would have heard about it from somebody else. And so the 2 points right there that I want you to hear is ask your friends, ask your best friends. They want to do something fun with you. And 2, don't wait to share even if you don't have a story, because somebody else could grab up your friends and ambassadors if you wait to share. So anyways, I did start sharing. We started noticing some good health results, and I love the products. My sugar addiction went away. I was drinking soda all day long before Plexus. I'm not a coffee drinker, so that was my caffeine. And that was one of the first things that I noticed started going away. I didn't even want it. And if I did drink a Coke, it didn't taste good. And so, excuse me, sorry. Sorry. And also, like, I didn't want sweets. I was never really a candy eater, but I loved to bake. Like, I love to bake. I say I love to. I don't hardly bake anymore. My kids beg me to bake now. I just don't need it all the time. Now, am I saying I'm perfect and never have a bite of dessert or a dessert? Absolutely not. Every once in a while I do, but I'm not addicted to it anymore. I had energy. I wasn't tired anymore. And I had all this energy. At the time, I was working 3 part-time jobs, which equaled more than a full-time job. My husband traveled all the time. And, something's going on with my computer. Sorry. Gosh, what in the world? And my boys are super active. And so I had 0 time to work this business. But what I did is I shared every single day. I posted on Facebook. I told my friends wherever I was. I remember being at the baseball field one day. One of my friends had seen my Plexus post, and she walks up to me and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this pink drink. It's great, blah, 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 blah." She signed up from her phone at the baseball field to be an ambassador. So I was just doing it wherever I could do it, but I did it every single day. Even if it was like 15 minutes a day, broken up throughout the day, I worked it every single day. And so my husband started seeing health results. In time, his cholesterol levels were healthy. He's always had crazy cholesterol. And so they were healthy. My family members had started taking the products. People were losing weight. People were feeling better. People were not having the discomfort in different places that they had before. And so just different things. And so my belief started to spike and go crazy high because I was like, these products are working for everybody. I have to share them. Now, I was very timid to share. I was so scared to share on Facebook because I was so worried of what somebody was going to think of me. And I will tell you, to this day, I know of one friend that has unfriended me, and she wasn't really my friend. We were just kind of acquaintances. And so I really have kind of had to get over that because we do have these amazing products and we don't want to keep them to ourselves. So, and saying that, my team started growing. Alicia joined me right about a month after I started, and Ariel, one of our other diamonds, started right after Alicia. And we all just started adding people to our teams and moving up in the company. By November of that year, I hit Emerald, and then by February of the next year, just in 11 months, I hit Diamond. So I just think it's crazy to think about that because I was like, no way, no thank you. Network marketing is a joke. My mom did every network marketing in the book that and so I'd watch her. And it was hard work. She had parties and did craft fairs and all kinds of stuff all the time. And so, like, to me, that wasn't fun. Like, I was like, I don't have time for that. So that was my vision of network marketing, right? But what I realized was I've always been a network marketer, right? We always share what we like. We share the newest restaurant, or we share the newest place, to go shop. And that's just what we do. And so truly that is network marketing, just sharing things that you love. And so once I realized that, I let that fear go. And so now I'm proud to say that I share Plexus products, and I will share it with anybody. So coming from skeptic to Diamond in 11 months was huge, and we just keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And so anyways, if I can do this, I'm a very somewhat shy person, major yellow personality, which we'll talk about that later. But so if I can do this, anyone can do this, I promise. So Alicia's going to tell her story now.
Okay, so y'all, when Beth started posting on Facebook about Plexus, I thought, okay, here's another one of my skinny friends posting about weight loss. Beth, I've always thought Beth was little. Anyway, but I hadn't seen her in a couple of years, but still, actually, that wasn't the first time that I'd heard about Plexus. Another one of Beth and I's friends that we used to go to church with that had moved to Louisiana, she was posting on Facebook about Plexus. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, tell me about this Plexus stuff. I had just had my fourth baby, and my fourth baby I had at 39, 3 weeks before I turned 40. So let me just tell you, it's a lot harder to lose baby weight in your 40s than it is in your 30s. And so I was looking for something to help. Well, when I reached out to this friend, she said, go to my website and check it out. She never told me what I could take. She never followed up. She never reached out to me. I decided that I wasn't going to do anything while I was nursing, and I would, contact her later if I really wanted to. I forgot about it. She stopped posting about it. This is a key here for all you newbies wanting to grow business. She did not mention it again. She talked about her t-shirt business, but she did not talk about Plexus. 9 months go by, y'all, and none of my other friends had posted about Plexus on Facebook until Beth. And when Beth did, it was familiar to me, right? Because I remembered when Alicia had posted a long time ago. And so I asked Beth about it, thinking, oh, well, now she's doing what this other friend used to do, knowing in my head that Alicia wasn't doing it anymore, right? Because she wasn't talking about it. And so I reached out to Beth. Beth said, I'm going to be at Target later. I'll run you by a sample to your house, because Target, I used to live right next to Target. And she came by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this tastes amazing. This is all we have to do. Are you kidding me? I couldn't afford it, though. Beth couldn't afford it. We were both bargain shoppers, and she told me, well, you know what? I joined for wholesale pricing because it was the best deal. And, if I just get a couple of people on my team or get a couple of ambassadors, it'll help me pay for my products. And I said, well, then I'll do that too. We did not jump in this thinking we were going to have this big business. Neither Beth and I did not jump in thinking we're going to be diamonds in less than a year. That was not what we were thinking. We were like, we don't have the money for this right now. We need to make $100 to pay for it. That's what we were thinking. So that's what we did. We jumped in. We really didn't have a whole lot of training at first. We figured a lot of it out on our own. And we just shared. We shared with the power of social media. And Beth told you about her mom being in other network marketing or direct sales companies. A long time ago, I was in one called Southern Living at Home. They're not even around anymore. But let me tell you what a pain that was to go, come home after work, get a babysitter, because my oldest was a baby at the time. If my husband had to work or whatever, I had to pack all this stuff in my car. Whatever I took to a party usually wasn't what somebody wanted to see. It was usually something I left at home. What everybody wanted to buy was something usually on back order. It was a whole lot of work for a little bit of reward. And it took me 5 years in that company to hit director. And I had about 80 people on my team. And I thought I was living large. I had earned a cruise. I was doing pretty good. 80 people on my team, right? And, Beth and I are both, Beth just had her 4-year anniversary, and I'm about to have mine this month. And we're talking thousands of people, like almost 30,000 people in 4 years, which is kind of crazy, to compare the two. But it's the power of social media. We have so many more marketing tools at our fingertips now that can help us grow our businesses. Networking is word of mouth. People trust you and they know you, and they're going to do what you suggest. So, I tell my people to make sure that you're using that power. I did not go with my friend Alicia because she stopped talking about Plexus. So it told me either she didn't like it anymore, she wasn't doing it anymore, Plexus wasn't around anymore. I don't know. I just forgot about it, right? She didn't post. I forgot. Beth posted. I went with her. So guess what happens if you start a business and you forget about it and you don't talk about it and you don't post about it? Your friends are going to go with somebody else. So I'm sure that my friend Alicia would love to have had me on her team since I made it to Diamond in less than a year. That might have been a little bit more financial, more of a financial blessing for her than her t-shirt business that I think she's still doing. Just thinking about that. But anyway, y'all, it's been an amazing journey. We have come so far in 4 years. The Plexus has definitely grown with legacy company in mind, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more later. But if I can do this with 4 crazy busy girls, I have one that's a senior this year. I can work around her schedule. I'm not missing any senior events. I'm even going to go to convention and come home for a senior event and go back to convention because of my financial freedom with Plexus. I went to a training the other morning. A lot of people said they couldn't go because they had this and that. I went to the training for an hour and a half and then came home, and I made it to I did the training. I didn't do the whole day, but I made it work to where I could do more things because I have that freedom. And so anyway, what you think is important and what you make is important to you is what's going to work out, right? If you make the time for your business, then you're going to see some crazy awesome rewards. So let's start. Beth and I are going to go over the success kit. If you've already got it, that's great. You have this thing inside that's called the Quick Start Guide. Beth and I, when we started doing these trainings, we said we need to do a new ambassador training, and we need to make sure that people know all these things. And we both listed all the things that we thought were important. And then we realized that our new success kit, this Quick Start Guide, is pretty much everything that we think that you need to know. So we said, hey, how about we just go over this, make it duplicatable, and then the people that we train can train their people. So let's get that started.
So you will find this in your success kit. This is what it looks like on the outside. You open it up, and it's a top 10 points of how to be successful with Plexus. And the first one we're going to talk about is being a product of the product, guys. This is huge. So when I first started with Plexus, all I thought Plexus was weight loss. I didn't even know that we had other products, really, I don't think. Scott, I took the Slim, and my husband took the Slim and Accelerator. We weren't even clued in enough because everybody was new at that time. I literally signed up like 3 or 4 days after Celeste. We didn't even know to buy the big welcome pack. We bought the cheapest welcome pack, had 1 pack of Slim and 1 bottle of Accelerator, and it was, for both of us for a month. So anyways, we had to reorder very quickly. But anyways, so we were having great results on those products, but we started taking more when we realized that we had other products, and what they did. And guys, we have amazing products that are going to get people healthy. What I want you to know, if you don't know this already, is Plexus is not a quick weight loss fix. That is not what Plexus is. Plexus is definitely about getting your body healthy from the inside out. And so we have these amazing products to do that. I know at the beginning, there's no way that I could have justified, I didn't think, ordering all these products. And so I started them slowly. But you have to be a product of the product. You have to know, how they make you feel, so you can become passionate about it, and so you can believe in them for yourself. And so I started adding the products. Now we take our household takes almost every product. There's a couple that I don't take and a couple that Scott doesn't take, but between all of us, all four of us take almost every single Plexus product. And so we have our own story now. We have the stories to share. I believe that everybody in the world needs to be on Plexus, at least on some product that Plexus has. And so obviously we know that probiotics are a huge benefit to our health. You hear about them all the time. We have the best probiotic out there. I was listening at the same training that Alicia was out to, one of my friends, Jennifer Pickett. She's her master's in nutrition, and she's amazing. Y'all should write her name down, Jennifer Pickett. You can go to her YouTube page and watch her training videos on the products. She's amazing. But she was talking about how the most recommended the probiotic that most doctors recommend only has 2 strains of like the different probiotics. Ours has 5, guys. Ours has these enzymes that no other have. We have the best product on the market. And you can tell people that, but then if you have a story that goes behind it, it pushes it even farther. You have got to be consistent every single day taking these products. If you take Slum once a week, it's not doing what is it intended to do. It is intended to be taken every single day. And so we have to be a product. I promise if somebody tried to sell me something and was trying to tell me about it, but they didn't take it, I'd kind of be like, yeah, whatever. I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't have that belief in them. And so I encourage you, as you start your Plexus journey, to take as many products as you think you can. That you can order. And if you have been in a while, order another one next month and just try it and see what it does. Our Ease line is our pain management line. People are raving over it. This is what we're selling out here like crazy right now because we have stories. My husband hurt his elbow at the gym, and so he started taking these products. He's like, it's amazing. Other friends started hearing this and started taking them because Scott had a story with it. I had tried to sell it before, and I had sold some of it before, but because we had a story in our personal house that we could share, it made it, people believed us even more. And so you have to be a product of the product. Take your products every single day. Don't take them every once in a while. Take them every single day and learn about them. But Jennifer Pickett is a great one to go watch. Her YouTube videos are compliant, and go learn about the products there.
And don't feel like you have to know everything there is to know about each product. I mean, we certainly didn't. We knew about like 2 products.
You may not know every ingredient now, but
I'm still not the ingredient girl. If you need to know about ingredients, I'm going to tell you to go look up Jennifer Pickett. I'm not your girl if you want to know about.
That's the coolest thing is we didn't know. Seriously, y'all, we did not know what the products did because we didn't even really know that there were all these amazing products. It's okay not to know. It's okay. If you have a question, just tell the potential, say, hang on, let me, I don't know the answer, but let me find the answer for that. It's okay not to know the answer.
Okay. So we have got, and if you haven't seen this yet, if you're new, we have got amazing brochures, these catalogs. We're the health and happiness company, which I love, our new tagline. Love it, love it. It speaks to everybody. But these are beautiful. I mean, these catalogs are gorgeous, and it is a perfect tool for you to sit down with somebody and walk them through our products. You don't need to know everything. You can sit down with somebody and look at this with them and go through all the products with them. There's, a whole thing about gut health and triplex and about our clinical studies that we have proof that it works. Okay, so these are huge. These are great tools. They're available in your back office. And they're beautiful, okay? So you definitely need to get some of these. Let me share with you about our success kit. Now, y'all, when Beth and I were new, we had a horrible success. Okay, hang on.
I love how she just rolls.
Okay, so this was our old success kit. This little bitty thing that I just took the plastic off of the other day. It was awful. It's got like a flip chart through it. I mean, like really, you're going to sit with somebody at Panera Bread and go through a flip chart about Plexus. I don't think so. It's awful. So we begged and begged, and when Marianne Luciano joined Plexus, she's our VP of, what is your VP of?
Ambassador Education.
Yes. I was like, what's the word? Ambassador Education. So they created this success kit for us. There are signs of Plexus. Of course, this looks like there's a slim packet spilled over the front, and you can even feel it. It's kind of textured. Open this up. Do not let the cellophane sit on this. This is gorgeous, and there's really good information inside. Okay, so the Let's Get You Started book. Okay, so if you've never done network marketing, you maybe have never even done sales. You have definitely shared your favorite things with your friends, like Beth told you about a while ago. So you are a network marketer, you just don't know it yet. But there's some great tools in here on how to talk to people, what to say, how to make friends, what to do, finding your Franks list. There's even a place where you can write out your Franks list. That's of people that you need to tell Plexus about, and that's your friends, your relatives, acquaintances, people in your neighborhood, your kids' connections, and different service organizations. This is all in here. There's even, things that you might say to people. There's all throughout. Like, these are our friends. It's Christy and Tamara. I mean, we know these people that are in here. These are actual Jules and Plexus ambassadors. Most of them. Some of them are stock photos. Some of them are Plexus ambassadors. But, I don't think Beth and I are in here, so we need to say they need to take out some of those stock pictures and put us in there. Well, there's Brittany. I went to high school with her. It's so fun just to see your friends through here and just to see all the different things in the back. It even talks to you about the 11 ways we get paid. So this is a great tool. Keep this. Make sure you get it out and look at it. That's the Let's Get You Started book. This is awesome. This is your little product cards, and you can take this with you in your purse, stick it in a bag. You're going to go talk to somebody. If you have a baby and you have a diaper bag, stick this in your diaper bag so you can talk to other mamas. This is great though, because it has all the products. It talks about their ingredients. It talks about things that you could say and how to talk about that product. So I love this, and each one has information on it. And, you have it right there at your fingertips. You don't have to memorize everything about every product. That's what I love. So don't feel like we said, don't feel like you can't get started because you don't know it all. And then if you are new, we do suggest you do 3-way chats with your upline until you get to know the products and get to know the comp plan and the opportunity. If you have somebody that's interested in either, joining you as a customer or an ambassador, and you feel like you can't answer their questions, say, hey, let's do a 3-way message on Facebook Messenger. You can just put all 3 of your names in and get your upline. If your upline is new too, go above them, maybe to the next Jewel, to your upline Jewel, and do a 3-way chat. There's also thank you cards in here for your first customers and ambassadors. Really for your customers. And then these little brochures. It comes with 5 of these, and these are the what if this could change everything. This talks about the opportunity. The opportunity means the business, okay? We don't want to not share this with everybody. That would be very selfish of us, because you never know whose life you can change by giving them the opportunity of Plexus. So these are great little books. That's Sonia Dudley and Sarah Marble on the back there. They are 2 diamonds that you need to follow and get on YouTube and watch their videos, okay? These ladies are who taught Beth and I when we were first starting out. We watched every one of their videos. We gave up TV. This is what we did at night. We watched Sonia Dudley and Sarah Marble, and they taught us everything we know. So,
and they're just real people like us.
They really are. They really are.
Yeah. And really, they're the only ones that had videos back in the day, pretty much. And we would watch those. I think Sheila Medina did too. We would watch those. There were no team pages. There were no Zoom. There was nothing. But they would do videos and put them on their YouTube page. And that really is how we learned stuff. They were, Sonia was just a few months ahead of us. Sarah had been in for a while. And so, anyways, we just learned from them. So learn from the other diamonds and the jewels. Follow them. Because you will learn so much just from watching and learning from them. The third thing we like to talk about is stating your why. Okay, so truth be told, when I first started Plexus, my why was I wanted to lose weight. That's it. All I wanted, that's all. I didn't care. I didn't know about the health stuff. I didn't care about the business. I just wanted to lose weight. But very quickly, my why started to change a little bit. When I did start growing a team, and seeing that we were making money. I remember sitting in Ariel Post's office at her house, and I said, gosh, Ariel, if we could just make $500 a month until Christmas, our Christmas would not be stressful. Like we wouldn't have to worry about Christmas. The funny thing is at that point, that was like probably month 2, we were making way more than $500 a month. But that in my mind, I was just like, if we could just make $500 a month until Christmas, we're going to be great. This isn't going to be a stressful Christmas. How much stress? What could $500 do for you? $500 is a lot of money for a lot of people. It changed our financial situation tremendously. It's a car payment. It's your groceries for the month. It's your electric bill and water bill for the month, right? What if you didn't have to worry about those things because they were coming in? So, very quickly my wife started to change. Well, if I could do this, then it would eliminate some financial stress that we had on. Then I started thinking, gosh, as my team started growing and I started growing and learning and believing more, I was like, I'd always been a stay-at-home mom, and my husband was in the mortgage business, and so it crashed, and our financial situation has changed tremendously. So I started working all these random part-time jobs, whatever I could do. I'm so thankful for those part-time jobs, but I was tired, very tired, because I worked all the time. But I was like, what if I could end up staying home with my kids again? What if I could be a full-time mom again and not have to like run around like crazy? I'm thankful that through all that, I could still pick up my kids take them to school, pick them up from school. That was my whole life. That's what I wanted to do. And so I'm so thankful for the provision that God provided during that time. But that my wife started becoming, well, maybe I can keep doing this and I can keep working and I can keep doing what I'm doing. So I can be that mom again that I want to be. And that happened, guys. And so then it started, what if Scott didn't have to work so much and travel all the time? And now he's home doing some things that he wants to do. He's starting his own business, and he's getting to volunteer at our school and be one of the football coaches at our school and doing these things. And so my why was like for our family, to make our family like it's always been the most important thing, but now we could really have the time to do that. And now my why is, of course, all those things. I still want to be healthy. I still want to, help financially. I still want to have time freedom for my family. But now my why is to help others do that, to help others get healthy, to help others have this opportunity that I have been given and help them succeed at that. And so I travel lots around the country. I love to travel. You do not have to travel. I just love to travel, and I'm able to now because my husband's home. To help others succeed at that, to help others grow their business, to help others have the freedoms that we have. And so all of those things are my why. So I look back and see how it's grown and see over the 4 years how, I have changed and I have grown. But what I want to challenge you to do is I want you to write that why down. Even if it's just on a sticky note or a couple sticky notes, put it on your computer, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your mirror in your car, somewhere that you can see it every single day. So when you might be having a discouraging day, not even like a Plexus discouraging day, but maybe a discouraging day, maybe you're just tired and having a grumpy day, or maybe a customer decided Plexus wasn't for them right then, or maybe somebody told you no. You can look at that why and remember exactly what you're doing. Somebody called me the other day and just was discouraged, and I said, where's your why? I want you to go look at your why. I want you to go look at your why and look at what you've done over the past few years with your business and how many lives you've changed. Every day is not perfect. Plexus is amazing, but every day is not perfect. Every day in life is not perfect. And so you have to have a purpose. You have to have a why. Don't make that why be, I need to make $200. What would that $200 do for you? Would it be able to send your kids to gymnastics? Would it be able to send your kids to, maybe do select soccer if you made that $200? Be specific about it. Like if you have a goal, you need to have a goal, but that why needs to be specific. It doesn't need to be broad. It doesn't need to be general. It needs to be very specific, and I want you to write it down. I want that to be your challenge today, to write it down and post it somewhere that you'll see it every single day so you can go by. And when it starts to change, because it will change throughout your journey, add to it and change, but always have it where you can see it.
Awesome. I remember when I first started, and my oldest daughter, I actually have 3 daughters that are in select sports now, but at the time my oldest was in select sports, and I wanted to wave a flag at her games and stuff and say, select softball paid for by Plexus, because how else could we have paid for that? Before it wasn't even an option. So I love that I was able to provide that for her. And because of that, y'all, she has a scholarship to play D1 softball. She would not have gotten that had she not been on a select team, for real. College coaches do not come to high school games, just so you know. you have to be on club sports to play in college. So, and that was her dream. So I'm very thankful. Plexus has definitely helped my family in all kinds of ways, not just that, but just reaching dreams it's not really financial necessarily, but that's been her dream, and she couldn't have even been looked at if she didn't have that opportunity. Okay, so next we're going to set business goals. This kind of goes with your why, but it is different because you need to set goals with a time stamp on them, not just a one day. That's a dream if there's no time stamp on it, right? If it's a goal, it needs to be measurable. So you need to have a 30, 60, 90 day, maybe a 5-year plan, those big, hairy, audacious goals that you think one day maybe we'll get to. That can be a goal as well. But you definitely need to have your 30, 60, 90 day goals, especially if you're new. And if any of y'all are brand new on this call, which I can't see most of you, so I can't have you raise your hands. And I recognize some of you, and I know you're not brand new, but some of you are brand new, I bet. And you need to make these 30-day goals, because the faster you get going, the more momentum you're going to get, the more excited you're going to get, the more passion you're going to have, the more people are going to follow you on your journey. So you definitely want to have goals. You want to make sure they're smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and they have a timestamp. Okay, so SMART goals are very important, because that way you can check on yourself. Now, don't keep them to yourself. Make sure that you share those goals with your upline and let them know, hey, this is what I want to do. Your upline may not have the same goals. Their upline may not even be really wanting to grow a business. But you know what? If you share with your upline, hey, this is what I want to do. These are my goals. In 30 days, I want to be silver, and 60 days, I want to be gold. You tell them your goals and how you plan to get there. They may turn around and say, well, you're not getting there without me. I'm doing it too. So then you have a running buddy, right? So anyway, set your goals and tell your sponsor.
Yes. Y'all should message us your goals today. That's always
That'd be great. Yes, for sure.
I love getting them so we can see what you're wanting to do, and so we can help encourage you, maybe help with ideas to help you reach your goals. So, okay, so the next one is connect with your sponsor and upline, which kind of just talked about that. But saying that, reach out to your upline, reach out to your closest jewel, reach out. If you don't, if your person isn't working it, go to the next one. We are here to help you. We want to help you. We want you to be successful. Ask us questions, private messages. Be on our team pages for sure, and be active in those team pages. Those team pages, there's so much information. You can ask questions. You have thousands of people on those pages that you can say, hey, has anybody had success with the ease? Or does anybody know of anybody that might have had migraines that Plexus has helped? And then people will tell you their stories, and so you'll have stories. You can friend the other people on this, friend the other people that are on those pages, and so you can watch what they're posting. All of our Zooms are listed on there. Be active on team Zooms. We do this newbie. We're kind of off kilter just a little bit because of spring break, but we typically do this newbie training every other Thursday. And so, get your team on there, even if they're not brand new. I know lots of people who've been on these that were not brand new who say that these have helped them tremendously. But tell your other people, your team members about them, your friends about them. Every Tuesday, Ariel Post and I do a training Zoom. It's not like this. Usually we have another diamond come in and just speak to us about how they're doing things and give us some tips and trainings. But so be active on those team pages for sure. And reach out to us. Like I said, we're here to help y'all. We want to help y'all, but definitely connect with your sponsor upline and keep going up. I love to talk. I talk like Kate, who was on here just a minute ago. I think Kate's like my level 10, truthfully. And I love talking with her. Like, I know she just hit Senior Ruby. I saw her when we were in California. So reach out to your upline, because they definitely do want to get to know you, and they can help you for sure.
Yeah, so, in your back office, there's actually a place where you can see who your upline is, and it'll show you, I think, 7 spots, right? Doesn't it go up 7?
At least, yeah. Yeah.
So you can see, okay, who your upline, obviously, who you joined under. That person may or may not be working anymore. That person may have decided they're not doing Plexus or whatever. Then you would just keep going up. And so, and contact them if you're really wanting to find who your upline is that you can work with. Okay, so you're going to, when you're new, this is very, very important. And I kind of showed you this in our, in our success kit there's a place in here that will help you with your Franks list. Okay. So your Franks list is very important, and it's going to be something that you work off of, and you're going to add to and cross things off and add and move and all that all during your business. And it's your list of how you're going to get started. So this is okay, this is great, because what this does is it divides it up for you, and it has a space for you to write, your friends, your hair, people, your relatives, who does your hair, your neighbors, your kids, friends, parents, different service organizations, or what I usually say S is for sports, because my kids are all involved in sports. So, you can write, different parents there. Always be growing your network. And so that you can always be adding to your Franks list. I try to add somebody new on my Facebook at least, twice a day. Like, I will add somebody, friend somebody new at least twice a day. And I do that because I want to make sure that my network is continually growing. So what I'll do to find people, if I haven't, met somebody new lately, I might look in, like right now, I told you I have a daughter that's a senior. There's a Facebook group for seniors, parents. So I might go in there and say, okay, which parent do I not know yet, and friend them and find them. We also have a Facebook group for one of my daughter's softball teams. I don't know all the parents on there yet. I might go on there and, comment on there so they know, oh, that's Campbell's mom, and then friend them on Facebook. There, I just added somebody else that I can add to my Franks list. I'm building a relationship. I'm not just running out and trying to sell them Plexus. Relationships matter, and they're what's most important. You have to build a relationship before you can talk about Plexus, y'all. So for people that you don't know, but for your warm market, people that know you and people that they're your friends, those are the people that you want to grab arms with and say, hey, let's do this together. I think you'd be fabulous. This is why we need to do this Plexus business together. I want to go to Hawaii with you next year, and I think we can do it. Something like that. But your Franks list is what you will work off of when you're first starting your business. And, even, like Beth and I, we're still working off of our Franks list.
Yes. I actually started over the other day and made a new one because I started doing something different that I had never done before and asking for referrals. And so I started a list of people who maybe never like anything that I do, maybe never, comment or anything. And I just started going through those. I wrote a whole list down. I wrote several different lists. I wrote that. I wrote a list of old customers, a list of old ambassadors. And I've started going through and just messaging them, asking them for referrals and saying, hey, I know you've seen me post Plexus. I know that, it's a huge part of my life. Do you know anybody that could benefit from this, or this, or that suffer with this, or this? And in my mind, I'm thinking, hopefully they know somebody, or hopefully something will click with them and it'll start a conversation that we can talk about. So I added a whole new one just for that purpose intentionally. So we're always adding for sure. But like Alicia said, new friends, you have to build that relationship. This is definitely a relationship business. I moved to a new area almost 3 years ago. And at first, I was all about just making friends. And so now some of those friends are on my team. We're still hoping to get more of my team out here, but it's about building relationships. And so, but in saying that, some of my best friends at the beginning, I was like my brother, I was like, you just, whatever, look at this. You should do this with me. I didn't know anything about it, but he trusted me. I was like, just do it with me. And so they did, so ask your friends, ask your close friends and family members. Okay. The next thing we want to talk about is setting up 3 face-to-face gatherings. Okay, so here's the deal. When you are talking to somebody or can see somebody, they can see the excitement, right? When you are texting somebody, how many of you have gotten a text before and you look at it and you're like, is that person just being matter of fact, or is that person being snarky with me, right? You can't see emotion in text or in messages. And so I feel it's hugely important to get in front of people, whether that be at a meet for coffee, or whether that be let's go to lunch, or whether that be, hey, bring your kids over and let's have a play date. Whether that be, let's go to dinner or invite your friends or have a sip and see. I love sip and sees. I don't care if you just started or if you've been in for 4 years. Have a sip and see. What does that look like? It means having your friends over for snacks one afternoon, or having your friends over for whatever. Start talking life. Just talk. And then Plexus will come up, and share what Plexus has done for you. I promise, God, if it hasn't done anything for you yet, if you're new, say, guys, I'm super excited about this new opportunity I have. these are some stories that I have heard. This is what I'm taking. Will you join me? Will you do this with me? Let's do this together. My friends that do this have so much fun. They've gone on all these trips together. They do life together. It's so much fun. But get face to face, because I truly believe when you're face to face, you have a higher percentage rate of getting somebody immediately because they can see your excitement. I remember I was doing a sip and see for a couple ladies did it together. And one of them at the end, I presented stuff just because I told them I would do it that day. And that's fine. If you have an upline, grab them if you don't feel comfortable yet. And one of the girls' cousins came up to me and she goes, I knew I was going to have to try. Try these products because my cousin was doing it. I was just kind of like required to because she's my cousin. She goes, but after hearing you speak and seeing how you really feel about it, I'm all in. Like, I'm so excited to share these products. Sometimes it just takes people hearing your voice and seeing you, and seeing it just builds their belief a million times stronger when they can see your emotion and your belief in it. And so get them face to face. I mean, literally, if it means let's get in the car after carpool for 5 minutes so I can tell you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It does not have to be anything fancy. Just get them there face to face. I know that the opportunity meetings the corporate are doing are going around the country right now. If you're in Dallas, which I know a lot of you are not Dallas, but Dallas is April 24th or 25th, whatever that Tuesday is. And so get them there because they'll hear stories. Guys, y'all get there because it's going to build your belief even more, because you're going to hear stories of life change. It's amazing. Amazing. So get face to face with your friends.
And, Zooms are great. Zooms, you can do a Zoom with 3 people for 45 minutes for free. You don't have to have a membership. You can just sign up for free.
Yeah.
Right? McKee,
I'm sitting in your living room right now. I mean, seriously, like, I love that. I love these. If you're not local, just hop on, guys. Hey, will you hop on here so I can talk to you for just a second? And it doesn't feel like you're sitting, grab your lunch and have lunch together over a Zoom, right?
Okay, the next one is to set up your back office. And if you're new, you got an email from corporate that tells you your login and how to get into your back office and your replicated website. So everybody's replicated website is shopmyplexus.com/whatever you chose, right? So you'll go there and then you'll hit login. You'll put in your user ID and your password and you'll be in your back office. The first thing that comes up is your dashboard. Okay, and this is kind of like a summary of your business. So you can see what's going on. From there, you can click on shopping, you can order products, make sure, this is very important, and this isn't even on here, but this goes with your back office, is that you want to make sure, especially if you're new, that you have a convenience order in place. And you'll find that under the shopping tab. If you did not set one up when you first signed up, that's very, very important. And what that is, it's a backup order. So, usually let's just say you bought the triplex welcome pack, we encourage you to get the triplex convenience order as well. And you can even change the date on that if you want. Let's just say you signed up today, but you want your convenience order to come next month at the end of the month. You can do that, or you can have it come today and not worry about ordering your products for next month and just have it come next month. But here's the deal. That convenience order will not ship if $100 goes through your website, okay? So, which is very minimal. So $100 from you or from one of your customers goes through your website, your convenience order will not ship. Mine has never shipped in 4 years, okay? Because I have always had customers and I've always had my own orders, which are way over $100 for my family of 6. So I don't have to worry about that. But here's what happened last month. Let me tell you, something happened on my team every month, and it just drives me absolutely crazy. So that backup order, or what we call it now, a convenience order, is in place to help you make sure that you get commission on your sales and on your team. So let's just say you know that you've got these preferred customers and they're ordering from you every month. And you get busy and you forget, and you don't have a backup order in place, and you forget to place your order, and suddenly your customer cancels their order, but you don't know that they canceled your order, and you've got this team, and you're going to miss out on points from your team, which is commission, okay? Because end of the month happens and you're like, hey, what happened here? Where's my check? I didn't get paid. Oh, well, that's because you did not have $100 go through. Even if you had $98 go through your back office, that is not going to cover it, and you will not get your commission. Here's the other thing. If you're not commission qualified, which is having that $100 go through, the next month you start adding people to your team, you won't get your business building bonuses until you have that $100 go through. Okay. But if you had it the month before, then immediately you'll start getting those business building bonuses on Fridays. So if this is confusing as mud, I hope it's not. I just want to make sure that you all have that convenience order in place. You don't want to be caught without it and miss out on commission. I hate that. I hate when people miss out on money that they could have had. I mean, it doesn't affect me. I don't get their money, but I want them to have it. If you earned your money, I want you to have it. So make sure you have that in place. And also, if you're a new ambassador and you're just starting out on the products, it's very important that you are consistent for several months on the same products to see results, right? And we get 60 days, even as an ambassador, to try the products. So you want to at least go through 2 full months of your products, right? So everybody needs to have that convenience order turned on. Make sure when you're walking your new ambassadors through the sign-up process that you're letting them know how important that is. Okay, so your back office has some trainings back there, some videos and trainings, but I will let you know we are in the middle of a changeover with our back office. About a year and a half ago, we hired a company to redo our back office, and they could not keep up with our growth. And so Plexus has hired internally and has spent millions of dollars to redo and help our back office internally so that we don't ever have to depend on an outside source again, which is great. But that being said, we may have some issues, and just know this as an ambassador, and that with a growing company that we may have some growing pains. And if you know that ahead of time and you're prepared, you think, oh, you know what, I can't get into my back office today, or I can't, something didn't go through right, or something didn't save right. Just know that these are some growing pains. We're going to get through them.
Yes, absolutely. The next thing, and it kind of goes with Alicia's, is explore the Plexus Learning Center. So our Plexus Learning Center is being revamped, but there are still things in your back office, like she said, that you can look at. There are videos you can look at. There are shareables, which are great tools. For some of the products and some of the promotions that you're going on, you can actually share a graphic or a Facebook post from your back office, and if you share it, when people click on it, it actually takes them to your back office. So be sure not to copy and paste that from somebody else's page to get them from the back office, because they're actually linked to each ambassador's page. That's really cool. You can find like our clinical studies in there, which are awesome to share. You can go to myplexusprint.com, which also I think there's a link in your back office. You can order your business cards there. If you don't want to order them there, there's tons on Etsy that you can look through. You can print them from Etsy, or you can get the graphic and print them like at Vistaprint for super cheap. Business cards are a huge thing to have. So when you can tell people, here's something that I like to use. Sometimes I got these on Etsy. Sometimes I use these instead of a business card. It's a place where you actually, this is for a stick of Slim. It's where you stick it. On the back, it has all the information of Slim, and it has like my information as well. So it is a business card. It's just bigger, but I like it because I can attach that stick of Slim if I'm out and about handing it. Because some people just want to sample it, and giving them one taste of it. Because truthfully, even our 3 days and 7 days, people aren't going to see the results because it's not a quick fix. They may see some energy, but really it's just to make sure that they like how it tastes. So these are beneficial too, because you can just give them that one stick. I ordered these on Etsy forever ago. I have a ton of them. But again, it has my information, the Plexus Slim information. You can find tons of stuff on Etsy. Get some Plexus swag while you're there. I think there's some Plexus swag in the back office now too. I swore 2 things to Celeste. I would never post on Facebook, and I would never wear a Plexus t-shirt. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Why would I wear a Plexus shirt? How embarrassing, whatever. Okay, like that's totally my attire every single day, unless I have to get dressed up for something. It works. It totally does. I mean, I've had more people out and about ask me about, what is Plexus? What is that? What does your shirt mean? It's a great conversation starter. It's a great reminder for your friends who may be seeing your posts. Oh, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Or, oh, I need to reorder. I need to get some more of this. So it's a great way to start conversations when you're out and about Plexus. And you should be proud of this company. This company is amazing. The products are amazing. Don't be scared. Don't be ashamed. be proud to be a part of Plexus. So look into your back office, play around it. That's what I encourage my new ambassadors to do. I'm like, just get in there and move around, click all the different buttons and learn. That's how we learned it. This is like Alicia said, we had a new one about 1.5 years ago. So this is our second. We just got in there and learned it. We just clicked around and pushed buttons. You're not going to hurt anything, and see what you can find, because there is a lot of information in there.
Okay, and last one is just get connected and stay connected. So you want to make sure that you have some Facebook friends that are Plexus ambassadors. And the reason is you can encourage each other and comment on each other's posts. Do you realize that when you comment on somebody's post, that it bumps it up for other people to see? So as Plexus ambassadors, and even with your sidelines, comment on each other's posts. And when you do that, it helps their audience see more of their posts. Does that make sense? So it's good to have other Plexus ambassadors as your friends. If you don't have a lot, look around on this page right here and get these names and friend these people. Send us, follow us on Facebook. You know, a lot of the diamonds, you have it set up where you can follow them. You don't have to actually be their friend. You can still see their posts, their public posts. So definitely make sure that you're connected to other Plexus ambassadors to stay connected. But also just, you know, make sure if there's an event near you, if there is, you know, an opportunity meeting that's come into your area that hasn't happened yet. If your sponsor is posting about different events and meetings, make sure that you attend, make them a priority. You know, I did, especially that first year, I missed some stuff. I missed some practices. I missed some games. If there was a Plexus event though, I was there. And my kids, you know, they may have been mad at me that day if I missed something, but you know what? They got to spend more time with their dad, and they learned that they were not the center of my universe, which is actually kind of healthy for them to learn that, you know, there are other things going on, but then you know what? They've also reaped the benefit of mama working. And after just a couple of months with Plexus, I was able to pay for my whole, you know, all my girls, my whole family. We went to SeaWorld, and I paid for every single thing. And it was so rewarding for me, because I had been a stay-at-home mom for 7 years. And the only way I could pay for things was to sell their old clothes on Facebook. You know, that's how I made my extra money. So it was very, very rewarding for me to be able to take them on a vacation and I told them probably, you know, 30 times a day, Plexus money is paying for this. So, you know, when y'all are giving me a hard time, y'all are thinking I'm playing on my phone, but I'm not playing, y'all, I'm working. So let mama work, and we can do more fun things like this. And let me tell you, we've been on many trips since then, and they appreciate Plexus now for sure. And they understand when I have something come up. So there you have it. That's our quick start guide. You all have this. If you've got a welcome kit and you've got your success kit, you all have this. Hang it up in your office, you know, close to your computer. You know, there's a checkbox. Make sure you check all these off. Make sure that you're doing them. Share your goals with your upline. Share them with us. We'd love to hear them. But, you know, you know, if your goal is to grow a business, that's great. If your goal is to be a wholesale ambassador and learn more about the products, that's great. There's room for all of you in Plexus. Not everybody can, you know, has a mission to go to the top. That wasn't our mission in the beginning, but we soon got the bug and loved the company, loved the products, and worked our way to the top and brought a ton of people with us. And there's room for you too. So yes. We're so thankful for you that you joined in today and you took time out of your day to learn a little bit more about Plexus. And we just encourage you to continue doing that by watching videos and doing more training.
And I want to share these books real fast with you. Okay, truth, I am not a reader. Like, I'm a terrible example to my children because I am not a reader. But I have read some books, and I have pushed myself and even read some bigger books. But I'm going to give you the easy, short version books that really helped me understand network marketing and believe in it. The first book that I read was GoPro by Eric Worre. This is a great book, easy read. Lots of people, this is their first book to read when you become network marketing. Get that. The second one, and this one I actually just read again, and it was very interesting to me reading it now that I've been in as long as I have, because it really goes through, it's called The 4-Year Career by Richard Bliss Brooke, and it really talks about like why network marketing, and if people are skeptical, and how amazing network marketing is. It talks about, you know, it has, I mean, quotes from all kinds of people, Zig Ziglar, I know Donald Trump is quoted in here. Dave Ramsey is quoted in here on why they believe network marketing is amazing. And so this is an easy book to read. I read it literally the second time on an airplane to some trip, and it wasn't a long airplane ride. This one, The 4 Color Personalities for MLM, it's by Tom Big Al Schreider, is hilarious. I literally read this one on a plane ride to Lubbock, which is 45 minutes. I read the entire thing front to back. It really explains your different color personalities. And so, like, for instance, I am a yellow personality with a little bit of blue. So I really want to please everybody. I want to help everybody. That was a struggle for me when I first started, because I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want anybody to think I was crazy. I didn't want anybody to think, oh, I'm not going to be her friend anymore because she's nuts, you know. But then I have a little bit of blue in me. Blue is like fun, loves to travel, loves things. Alicia is blue. And then green and red. Do you have green or red in you at all?
I'm red.
You are.
Yeah.
You are more blue than red, right?
I'm more blue than red, but it's like a 60-40.
Yeah, and then green is like more like needs all the details, all the facts. I have 0 green in me whatsoever. Anyways, but it helps you learn how to talk to different people when you're talking to potentials and when you're talking to different team members, you know, and dealing with the different personalities. So this is a great book if you have a team, to get them to read together and do a book study. Actually, I was talking to Kate Tenpenny, who is a senior Ruby on our team today, and she said that they have read this book, and now they're through the month of April. They are taking 1 color personality a week and reaching out to friends. It's a challenge that they're doing. They're reaching out to friends that are yellow personalities. And so they're learning what friends are there and how to reach out to them. And then like the next week they'll go to blue. I'm like, that's such a great idea, but it's just pushing their potentials. And then the next book is Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. Sarah Robbins is a great one also to follow on Facebook. She does videos. She was a teacher, had no network marketing experience. She's the top earner in her company. But anyway, she's a great one to follow. I watch her videos quite often on Facebook. Great book to read. But those are just 4 books that are easy to read books. In case you're not a reader, John Maxwell is an amazing writer to follow. Also, his books are a little bit longer and a little bit more intense. But I have read those. Those are the ones that I've challenged myself because I'm not a reader. A lot of people listen to them on audio as they're driving in the car, but just learn. I mean, you dig in and learn, because we are a part of an amazing industry for sure. So anyways, with that, we are right at an hour. So like Alicia said, we are so thankful that you were on this call. Message us your goals. See what we would love to help you. Message them to us today so we can know what you're shooting for, what you're wanting. If you have any questions, send them to us for sure, because we're always here to help. Get your friends on next time. We will let y'all know for sure which Thursday that will be, but it will be coming soon. So anything else? Good? All right. Okay. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good day.